Here I will be showing how to put in a lab order for food allergy screening with Dr. Figueroa. Here I have dummy patient. The dummy patient is coming in today seeking some food allergy screening or food intolerance screening. First of all, I'm going to put in a diagnosis with this. Perhaps the patient has constipation or some other complaint such as eczema or dermatitis. Okay, next I'll go to recommendations and order labs, and I'll hit instant add. Here I will find Figueroa Labs, and I'll select Figueroa Labs. Under Figueroa Labs, there is only one option for food intolerance testing. I will map the diagnosis to the constipation and the allergic dermatitis of the left lower eyelid, and map that, and I'll order it. Now that it's been ordered, I can print the requisition. This lab is actually cash pay, so I'm not going to include the insurance information. And here I have the requisition ready to print. It includes the patient information, address, phone number, the ordering doctor with the NPI number, the address of the doctor, and the contact phone number. It includes the two diagnoses, the test being ordered, and the signature of the doctor. In the bottom shelf of the acupuncture cart, you will find the supplies necessary to collect food allergy testing done by Aristelis Figueroa. The supplies you will need will be a lancet, an envelope, an algodón or cotton, and 2/4 of filter paper. Next, you will need to pick up 2 labels, which you can get from the front desk, which Rosalina has. Rosalina, if you're not at the desk, where would we find these? So we begin with all of our instruments here. Gloved hand, he has the lancet here, and he exposes the ear. He'll prick the ear. Now he'll collect the filter paper and blot the ear. So without passing alcohol over the ear to contaminate the results, he pricked the ear, and he will collect the size of about the size of a quarter in blood, blotting the filter paper. Notice that he has taken the lancet to the soft, fleshy part of the ear, away from the cartilage.
Okay.
So here.
After we have collected the sample, we should collect a little bit more. Should I say it in Spanish or English? Okay. I've collected a little bit more, maybe up to down here. So that's about half of a quarter in each of the 2 Wattman samples or filter paper that we will provide. We wait for them to dry. Usually recommend to dry it on top of the folder. And after you've dried the sample, you put it inside of the little envelope. This is a coin envelope, and then you put it in there. You don't put tape here because it'll make it difficult for me to open and take the sample out when I'm testing it. So all we do is just close it like this, and that's enough. One of the samples, we collect two. One of the samples are going to Dr. Figueroa, and the other sample is going to Jared Seff in the States, in Washington. For the month of May, we'll be collecting two. The last part of the test is to fill out the information. This is very important because if this information is not filled out correctly, the sample would not be evaluated. So we need the patient's name, their last names, right? Date of birth, and their age at the time that the blood sample was collected. So even though we have the date of birth, the age needs to be written down because we don't want to make, when I'm doing the sample, I think of the patient, I say the patient's name out loud, and I say, this is fulana de tal, 30-year-old, who, is going to be tested. I wonder what she's allergic to. I say that in my mind. And if I don't know the name, the age, I would have to be calculating, then so it makes it easier. Then you write the date that the sample was collected, and if they ever had a blood transfusion, yes or no. If they had a blood transfusion, you marked yes, and you write on the bottom the date that they had the blood transfusion, or the year. And then these are the labels. We're going to continue using these labels because it has my name, my number, and my email, and that's going to be sent out to the lab or the doctor's office in Washington.
We've printed off the requisition for the dummy patient. The ordering doctor, Charles Andrews. Food intolerance testing or evaluation was ordered for Figueroa Labs. I put that together with the specimen, and I leave it in the drop box where it says Figueroa Lab. Then I will send Dr. Figueroa an email letting her know that a specimen is waiting for her evaluation.